Good morning, it's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee. It's pretty warmish outside. I'm going to be going out and about a little bit, so I'm glad for that. It's cloudy, but I don't think we're going to get any precipitation. Even when I put water on this, it doesn't go down. I don't know, do I have to get a friggin' curling iron to keep my straight hair straight? Ugh. I'd go in the bathroom and fix it, but Dennis is in there at the moment. Oh, is that TMI? Oh, sorry. Good morning. It's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee. Oh, I hear Vicky coming down. Come and say hi. She was saying, oh, I haven't been on your vlog. Today's her last day to be on my vlog. Come and stick your face here and say hi. Those of you who are on the Zoom occasionally will probably recognize her. All right, I have to pause this until Dennis gets out of the bathroom because this is going to make me crazy. Oh, okay, I'm not waiting anymore. I'm just going to ignore it if I can possibly do that. I may not be able to. Oh, maybe I could stick my glasses over it. No, it's not going to work. And I know you don't care. All right, so I was digging through my jar full of lipsticks, and they're all laid out down here to see if I forgot any. And I did forget one that I've had for a while. Hold on, he's out. I'm gonna go fix my hair. Okay, I mean, who's kidding who? That would have driven me crazy the whole time I'm trying to talk to you and distracted me and whatever. So anyway, this bowl yesterday, I showed it to you, was full now of lipsticks, except for I have 2 jewelry tools in here. And it occurred to me that I have a little cup of my other glasses holder that needs to be fixed, so I'm going to leave those out. And yeah, so anyway, I was going through them and I found a lipstick that I forgot I had. This is a Mary Kay, and I think it's actually going to be perfect for this outfit, so I'm going to use it. I was going for the red just because I feel like red, so I'm going to put this on. But meanwhile, I'm going to say goodbye to my dog. I interrupt my beauty channel to tell you that Pearl and Dennis have just left. She is going to see her surgeon. Please, 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 let her be healing and relax the rules. Our Pearl, for those of you who are new, is our German Shepherd. She's 8 years old. P-U-R-L, of course. And she broke her leg 9 weeks ago, and I mean just snapped the bone in half, and she had an operation and has a whole bunch of metal in her leg. It looks like an erector set on the x-ray, and today she's going to see her surgeon. She went last week. She went to our regular vet and got the x-ray taken, but our regular vet didn't really have anything to say, and I guess, you know, she probably wouldn't say go ahead, let her play or whatever. So she has been on strict, very strict anti-movement. I mean, she's not allowed to have any fun. She's on 100% restriction. She's only allowed out on our leash. She's only allowed a 5-minute walk. Well, technically she's allowed 2 5-minute walks, but we do one a day, and it's been about 8 minutes, but you know what I mean. So we've been on short walks. She's not allowed in the backyard. She's not allowed to play. She's not allowed to have any fun, and we're hoping that when her surgeon looks at her x-ray, she will see how beautifully that bone has mended itself. That's what we're going for. We probably will also have a second surgery to have the hardware removed. She is still limping a lot, and we think it's very likely that it's the hardware now. I'm so used to seeing myself on my screen with this silly makeup, silly lipstick on that I look like I need my lipstick on. This is Mary Kay Casual Rose. Casual Rose. And I don't know if it goes very well with my thing. So I spread everything out. So I look at my lipsticks, and I'm going to get rid of the one that I hate. And yeah, this just reminds me what I have. So anyway, Dennis and Pearl are off, and we will find out how she's healed and what her current restrictions are. We're really hoping for a lessening of restrictions so she could have a little bit of fun. And then probably have to schedule the second surgery. Now, the recovery from the second surgery will be much different than this recovery has been, because this has been really something. But it was, she just broke it in half like a chicken bone. I will let you know tomorrow. So that's the big news today. The second big news is Vicky's leaving today. I'm taking her to the airport. We're leaving in about 2 hours. And yeah, it's been a very nice visit to have her. And it's always, you know, makes her mother very happy to have her here. And so that's been fun. Oh yeah, I just booked her physical therapy for next Tuesday, and it's a good thing. I didn't think about it, but next Tuesday's a good day because on Wednesday, Russ and Pat come. Russ and Pat are Russ's or his brother, and they are the loveliest people in the world. I have told you that many times. They visited many times during my career, my vlogging career, but Aura's 94th birthday is on Valentine's Day, so they're coming for her birthday. So we're looking forward to that. I'm going to have to clean because I don't think I can have Pete and Terry back that soon. Won't hurt me to clean. And I have been sweeping and stuff, although I did let the dogs have a log on the floor yesterday. So now I've got wood on, chips on the carpet, and I have to take care of that. So yesterday Aura had a doctor's appointment, so that was all going on, but I did do my yoga, and I didn't do any knitting, didn't work on my hood, but I did read a book, the third book in the Andy Carpenter series. They're interesting books. They're they seem to be a little bit complicated stories. I mean, they're short books, but the stories seem complicated. But enjoyable. And I do like a courtroom drama. My genre is, you know, in that area. I like courtroom drama and I like revenge. So there you go. What else can I tell you? I think that's about it. Vicky went out with her friends last night. Aura went to the doctor. Everybody was doing stuff but me. I made popovers for dinner. We ate leftovers. I had popovers with our leftovers. And yeah, Dennis is upgrading some of the appliances he has in the kitchen, and he just upgraded our deep fryer. We, you know, maybe the last people in America with a deep fryer, but we deep fry. And he got a new one. He has been buying electronic equipment for his kitchen. He prefers Breville as the brand name. Breville is, I think, a German company, and he's replacing his old cheap deep fryer with a nice fancy Breville deep fryer. So he is going to initiate it tonight. I'm sitting here next to tubs of tallow, He will be filling it with tallow, and we will be having wings for dinner tonight, if he remembers to take them out, which I'm sure he did not. I could go rummage in the freezers and see if I could find them, but I don't think he's going to be gone so long today, so I will write a note to remind him so he can get them out right away. He can thaw things pretty quickly, so I think that will work. But the plan right now is for us to try wings in our new fryer. That man needs a bigger kitchen for all his gadgets, let me tell you. But he loves to cook, and he's a fabulous cook. And there are very few things that I make a face when he says he wants to buy. The only thing that I've sort of put my foot down was he wanted to replace our stove with a induction stove. And our stove was perfectly fine. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. We aren't doing that. And he's like, oh, okay. But everything else, he gets whatever he wants. I'm not gonna, you know, he wants to cook. I want him to have everything he needs to cook and make him happy. He did end up getting a Breville induction cooktop. So it's sitting on top of the stove, but it's just one burner. But he loves that. So when we either build our house next door or we redo this kitchen, we will undoubtedly have an induction cooktop as our new thing in the kitchen, because he's been wanting that induction cooktop for a long time. And the induction cooktop is, I don't know what the science behind it is. It's like magnetism or something. And what it does is it doesn't heat the burner. It only heats the pan. But the pan has to be able to hold a magnet. If you put a magnet on the bottom of the pan, it should stick. If that happens, then it can be used on an induction cooktop. Lots of pans don't stick, and you can't use them on an induction cooktop. But the induction cooktop, it's like magnetism or something like that, and it heats up the pan without heating up the burner. Now, when the pan gets really hot, it does transfer some of the heat back down to the cooktop, so it can be warm to the touch, or even hot if it's on there long enough. But it's just because of the heat transfer from the pan. This is a weird conversation. But anyway, one of the features of an induction cooktop is, as soon as you turn off the juice, turn off the heat, turn it off, it stops. It's like, it works a lot like a gas burner. Now, we don't have a gas burner. Dennis would love a gas burner. So this works like a gas burner. It's immediately off. And then all you have is the residual heat in the pan. So anyway, he has one of those. Loves it. I like it. We've been using it. It's great. So we'll definitely get an induction cooktop in whatever new version of kitchen we end up with. We have to decide about. Years ago, before I started this vlog, we bought the property next door from when our neighbor passed, and it has a tear down house in it, the cracked foundation. It has a small tear down house on it, and with our idea that we were going to build our retirement house next door, we were going to design exactly what we wanted, and we're trying to do something that's really energy efficient and maybe have photovoltaic solar panels on the roof, and fancy. We were thinking, tried to do a fancy house. And then COVID hit. We never got an architect. We never really got off the ground. And then COVID hit, and the supply chain stuff and everything is super expensive, and and so we lost whatever tiny tiny bit of momentum we had at that point. So we haven't really done anything. The first thing we have to do is find an architect. We haven't done anything to do that. So here we are, old, and on the fence about whether we want to, you know, engage in such a huge project. But my contention is, if we're not going to engage in that huge project to build a brand new house from the ground up, then we should do some renovation on this house and expand the kitchen a little bit for Dennis. So either way, it's going to be something. Anyway, I don't know. We'll see. But meanwhile, he's upgrading his appliances that he, you know, then has to find a place for. But there's a place for this. He's just got to get rid of the old one. That he's not particularly happy with. He has to use duct tape and stuff on it. So we're having wings tonight. That's the long story about we're having buffalo wings tonight. We don't bread them or anything. We just deep fry them, and they're delicious. Anyway, so I'm gonna go. I obviously don't have anything to talk about. Oh, I was gonna show you my trove, but I didn't work on it yesterday. Next time I work on it, I'll show you. I promise. All right. So, yeah. This lipstick, it looks good. I like it. I like the color. It's not quite as pink as I thought it might be. So, yeah. So it goes well, but it doesn't match. But it's a good color for sort of a neutral, but you have lipstick on. Yeah, and it's so funny because now when I look at myself, when I'm doing my vlog, I feel like I need lipstick. But when I look at myself in the mirror, it looks, you know, it's jarring to me, like, oh, that's right, you have lipstick on. Very funny. I was never a giant makeup wearer. I mean, I went through periods, you know, especially like when I was watching QVC, and I'd buy makeup on QVC, you know, and I'd do some stuff. But I worked at a place where people didn't really wear much makeup. It was very unusual. I mean, someone once said, oh, I knew she didn't work here because she was wearing lipstick. That's the kind of place I worked at. The women didn't really get dolled up. And and over the years, as I age, you know, and Dennis is not a fan of makeup at all. So there was never any incentive at home to get all dolled up, but whatever. Anyway, now that I wear glasses a lot, and my eyes are so hooded, you can see this, you know, putting on eyeshadow is like, I have in the past watched some beauty channels where the woman is Asian because they have hooded eyes. And, you know, like, what have they done because they look very glamorous sometimes. And I'm like, well, not that I want to look glamorous, but, you know, to get some ideas. But my ideas now, I just wear lipstick for you, just for you and for me. So I have, here's my that's my lipsticks. I just laid them out. I took out the one I don't like. Now, some of these, like this is gloss that goes over these are the stains. So I have 3 stains that still have stuff in them. And then this is the gloss that goes over those. So, and these 2 are the same because I like the color. I like the color that Sammy gave me, so I bought one. It's not nearly as many as it looks, is what I'm trying to say, but you know, it really is a few. More than I ever needed, but whatever, anyway. Forget it. You know, it's a collection. I'm collecting them now. But I have enough, unless I see a color that I really need. I was going for purple with this one, and it's not nearly as purple as I like the color. I'm happy with it, but this is the new one I just got, but it's not quite as purple as I was thinking, so I might still go for a purple. I'm done. Please take good care of yourselves. Please, please, please stay safe and stay sane.